forgot what we were talking about.
That's fine.
Finish your
We could start with the Shi No talk. I was gonna say, for Verruct, we were talking about like what were we talking about? We were talking about like all the stuff that was on the trivia pages.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for this we don't even need a trivia page. You could just spout what we know.
What do we know? I don't know anything about this
The
map.
flogger, right? That's the first thing with that trap. This is the first
Okay,
map
yeah.
with random perks. The perks don't spawn in the same location every time. Like they do if you're looking at
Oh,
the
you're
loading
right.
screen like in each of the huts, but when you open the hut it'll be a different perk depending on like the time you're playing it.
That's true. Shi No Numa also means Swamp of Death. In
hmm
case you didn't know that. Look at that.
Also, Angel, if you're trying to join, it would probably be a pre-planned or DM'd thing. Probably not a straight on this stream. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely take you.
I mean, like, we'll play the game with him. I mean,
No, we just take them.
oh, okay, yeah. That simple.
Can you knock this? Can you knock this guy off and end the game like that?
You can't, but you can shoot him and spin him around.
Remember that? I remember that was the thing too. And
Oh, you know it's something else, too, that I'm forgetting about. Didn't... In Original
it's
World
had the
at War...
gondola.
This does have the gondola. But also in Original World at War, we weren't these characters yet. These characters all got introduced on the last map, Doris, correct?
Yeah, you were
We
just
were
kind of basic
we were all random
people.
soldiers still for the first 3 maps, and I think people thought, what's this guy's name? The guy who's
Dempsey?
here. No, it's not Dempsey. I mean, it is an American Marine, but I think when you listen to radios on one of the maps, he does have a name. I'm not remembering what it is though,
Yeah.
off the top of the dome.
Which way do you like going? This way?
I think yeah. It'll probably all get
Stairs.
opened up anyway, because you know this one is where we can start running around. But like the swamp is,
Oh
I
shit.
feel like the swamp is the best place to run around, or the comm room area, like the lake.
Yeah.
I guess swamp
I
is kind
do
of
really
stupid
like
to say
this
because it's
fucking
all a
map.
swamp.
Yeah. This map is really fucking cool. I wish there was an Easter egg actually tied to it. I don't know, something about it aesthetically always just jive with me.
I mean yeah, and this is also the first with dogs. The Easter egg, if you wanted to do on this, would be like playing the Vanguard one, but I never even seen anyone actually do that. Because I remember when they released this for that, people were excited for a minute, and then they were like, actually, you know what, never mind, because the rest of the game
With
didn't live
Vanguard.
up. Yeah. But they got excited, you know, like they gave hope for a little bit.
They gave hope. Like the Exo Primal hope.
I don't know about that.
I wonder, I hope it is good, you know? We want every game to be good.
That's the thing, we want every game to be good.
The tagline did get me because it had like a Jurassic Park kind of reference, and I was like, I do like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's where you're wrong.
What are you talking about? Jurassic Park's fucking a fantastic movie.
Maybe I have to rewatch it, like as an adult. But Jurassic Park is one of those ones that it's like Indiana Jones too. I think it's like a little overrated.
I think you're just not a Steven Spielberg guy.
Maybe.
I think you just think he's
I mean,
a little overrated.
Schindler's List is fire.
Yeah, but do you fuck with E.T.?
Yeah, E.T.'s awesome.
You fucked with Super 8?
Super 8 was okay, but I don't think
I like
that's like.
Super 8.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not regarded as like these other classics we're mentioning.
It's a classic to me. I don't know why, but I was like really emotional watching Super 8. Like it just kind of really stuck with me for some reason. I don't even know what the movie was about, but I just remember when I saw it in theaters, I was like, I just like love this movie.
I remember one of the main things I remember about it is being excited to see the creature, and once they showed the creature, immediately being kind of disappointed, or feeling like there wasn't a lot left to be excited about.
Yeah, I don't even remember what the creature looked like.
I mean, I don't remember now, because that movie came out a long time ago, and I only saw it once. I saw it in theaters, and that was that.
Yeah, we were still in high school when that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was definitely, that movie stuck with me. I don't know why, but it was just like when I saw it in theaters, like it just really hit.
It was good.
Just one of those random movies.
Yeah.
Like Judge Dredd, you know? It's just one of those experiences I'll never forget.
Yeah, you hated that.
I didn't even hate it, but I think I was just kind of hopping on the bandwagon of like Matt not liking it and feeling like he wasted his time.
Isn't that when we
But
watched
like
fucking Iron Man 3 too? That shit sucked.
Iron Man 3 was better though.
Yeah, but it's a bad movie. Dread is
It
also
was
not
more
that good.
entertaining.
I actually
And
don't
the
know
thing
if
is,
I would
Dread.
agree with that.
The thing is with Dread too, my biggest complaint is that the fucking trailer like had this dope ass like song, like an EDM remix of a song,
And
and
then it
it
wasn't
wasn't
used.
even in the
Yeah.
movie.
That was
What's
it's
the
annoying.
fucking point?
I mean, it's annoying when trailers lie to you. You know?
Is it?
I think we all know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say it.
Because it's kind of a
Because now,
spoiler. But
I feel like because it's kind of a spoiler, and also now there's like a whole new age of people that are gonna be experiencing that. So now it's like even more so of a spoiler.
that is true. There's
Even
a
though
lot of
that's
like
on
new
pause
people
from the
jumping
strike
on
too.
that. Sadly, everything's on pause.
Yeah, that's true. Not games. Do you think
That-
that'll
I-
affect games at a certain point? I actually never really
I think
thought
what I
about
was
that.
telling you. I think that it's gonna have more Marvel shit. Like Marvel's gonna be more willing to make more games now. Like all these Marvel projects, I don't think are like a coincidence that it's like, oh, we have like 19 Black
timing.
Panther games, and
Yeah,
because they need to make that money.
that's true. I mean, there's a lot of Marvel stuff in production. Did you see the Spider-Man 2 story trailer?
I didn't watch the trailer. I saw a few of the screenshots. I saw everybody roasting Miles. I do not like his re-edit as well. I don't know
You
why
don't
they
like his
made him look
haircut?
stupid. Yeah, it just looks
Yeah.
kind of stupid. But, you know, it is what it is. I didn't see the trailer though in totality. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought. I mean,
You
it looks
hyped?
good.
How does it make
Yeah, it
you
looks
feel?
good. I think it looks really good, but it doesn't. I don't know. I think it looks really good.
Doesn't get you excited.
I don't have anything negative to say. You know what I mean? Like nothing about it is bad. It all looks fucking awesome. But I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'll play that when it comes, and it'll be really good. But there's, I don't know. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Spider-Man 2 is, I feel like God of War Ragnarok, where it's like, when it comes out, you'll be excited, but like until then, it's kind of just whatever.
I think something I'm hoping for is for the city to be a little bit more dynamic. I think would be cool. Not just like those crimes. That's not what I mean either. Like, I guess not that I want them to be like ripping from Resident Evil, right? But wouldn't it be pretty sick if like Venom was just like around the city sometimes?
Ooh, like a fucking Mr. X.
Yeah. And I feel like it would
be really cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I think that could be different because it's not a closed location, so it's not going to feel like a rip from Resident Evil 2, and it wouldn't just be in cinematic set pieces like Resident Evil 3, so it'd feel different. So I think that's what I mean. It
also just have to be more like less frequent than Mr. X. Like Mr. X was with you for a certain part of the game. Like you always knew that he was around. Like, well, it has to go like so long that you get like scared when you actually see Venom. You're like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
And naturally, the game is going to be much longer. So
yeah,
than like Resident Evil. I'm sure it'll be longer than both of the other Spider-Man games too.
Hopefully not too long, because that would be kind of.
Bro, every game is long now.
Too long.
There's not enough
time
to play
long like
everything.
Wulong.
Wulong is great. Wulong is fucking awesome. I love that game.
Game of the year?
I mean, I don't know about that.
Like, I don't believe in.
I feel like that'll be a fun episode to do for the show, of course. Like that's always fun to do, but I think I'll be really excited to do that this year because I feel like the fall is gonna definitely have some contenders. I think there's some smaller titles that we played that were also really fantastic.
Definitely, Dread was amazing.
And then there's just stuff that probably didn't expect. Like Wulong is, I'm definitely gonna play that all the way through and maybe even platinum it. It is really good, and the combat is really, it's speaking to me, you know. Like I don't know if it's just because it's an easier game or I understand this combat, but it's working for me. It's very satisfying. I'm able to parry enemies at a decent clip. I understand.
It doesn't feel cheap. I know that was a big thing with like the Souls games, that they feel cheap sometimes.
Yeah, it doesn't feel cheap. That's true. It's also very. I think something that helps it is the. I don't know if I'm gonna butcher. I think it's fortitude system, or there's a system in it. Basically, do you know about this? With that within
like
a level.
Staggering.
So it's like within a level, you will have these flags that are like basically checkpoints. But as you put those down throughout the level, your, I think it's fortitude rank or something rank goes up within that level. And there is like small versions of those flags that are hidden off the main path that you can also place that also increase that rank. So it motivates you to explore each level to its fullest, because you're stronger for the boss fight the more you explore the level.
That's cool.
And I feel like that, yeah, I was like, that's a good system. It's a good idea. It's just like, hey, check
anything that naturally encourages like exploration in like a meaningful way is always good.
And those, yeah, that rank within the level can't be taken away, right? It's not like it can be lowered, but it can't be lowered down to the minimum of what those flags raise it to. And if it's complicated, you know, there's, dude, fucking all these games now have like 100 systems. So it's like, I understand it, but it's almost hard to describe.
Yeah.
Because like your rank goes up, but I don't know what that rank does. I just know that when the rank is higher, it's easier for me to beat bosses. So I'm sure it like makes you do higher damage or some shit like that. Yeah, but I don't know exactly what it's doing.
Yeah, I'm excited to get to it. You just fucking went crazy on the sale recently with the PSN cards for your birthday. So
I wrote it down just to see.
I have a plethora of shit.
I was like, what was the full haul? So the full haul was Saints Row, Dragon's Dogma, what else? Neon White, Midnight Suns.
Oh shit, you got Neon White too. I didn't even think
Like
about that.
a Dragon Ishin, LA Noire.
Noire.
What else? I think that is mostly it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Viewfinder, which is awesome. Really a cool game. I'm enjoying that. I love like those kind of. Now, it's not the Witness level good. It's very good, but it's not. The Witness is a different kind of 10 out of 10. But yeah. Viewfinder is very cool. So I'm
excited to try it out. Too. It looks like it might be a little easier than the Witness. Am I wrong? Or am I?
Oh no, it's way easier than the Witness. The Witness is actually difficult. This one's not difficult.
Nice.
The Witness side had to be like pen and paper trying to figure out. I loved it though. Because they were hard, but again, none of it like felt cheap. You just feel really smart when you solved one of those puzzles.
It was literally on you for not figuring it out. So yeah. You just don't got the right brain.
Plus, a lot of the puzzles had different rule sets as you progress through the game, and that's what could make it much more difficult. Because even though at base level they're just like line point-to-point puzzles, it's all the different. Did you just activate? Oh no. I thought you activated the electricity, and I was like, I don't have Jug. You just killed me.
I activated the gondola. Remember the meta was like you would. Oh shit. You would sit on the gondola, and then as soon as you got overwhelmed, just pop that up, and then you just shoot them while they're down there.
Yeah, I feel like the two big strats that both started with this map are running trains, which is, obviously just running around forever, right? Just doing the train.
That's crazy.
And then the other thing would be when you would sit on like ledges and drops. So either like from the gondola, or I feel like especially in Duris or the Giant, that got huge with everyone chilling on the catwalk, and then you would just hop off that at like the midsection where it breaks off if it gets too crazy.
And then you get fucked eventually because then there's like zombies coming from there, and then you just get. Yeah.
Well, I think that's why you gotta
stay. Engulfed.
Oh, are you saying because they jump up at the midsection? Yeah, I guess that's true.
No, because like when you fall, yeah, they're still coming up. Like when it's like overwhelming amount of zombies, there's a shit ton on the catwalk, but they're still running in from that bottom. So as soon as you fall there, it's just like all of them here, and they're like, oh hey, what's up?
Because I feel like the move would be to drop down and run to the right towards the teleporter, and you could hop in and just bounce out. I feel like that, because you can run left,
that. Yeah,
but running right...
There was a teleporter.
And then you could hit... Oh, and also, I mean, obviously in that map, that's what introduces teleporters.
That was fun. I remember, like, you had to sync them up, too, and it took a while for people to realize how to do that. It was really fun, like, figuring out, like, everything, and, like, I don't know. Zombies, the first 4 maps, they all are also iconic in their own different ways.
I still think, of course, all the Black Ops... Not all of them, but the Black Ops 3, just as a whole, is the best Zombies game.
Yeah, it's a
4 original
package.
maps, and then, of course, obviously having Chronicles in it is also excellent, but I think Der Eisendrache is my favorite map ever.
Ooh. That's on this map, right? Or this game?
Yeah, that's on BF3. That's the DLC 1 map, the castle. Which, I mean, you know, there's always a chance we play all of them and that changes. My opinions on certain maps have definitely changed over time, but that one has been pretty steady.
You were really big on Shangri-La, right?
Yeah, I love Shangri-La. Shangri-La's good.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I like the difficult
Very
maps.
difficult.
And it's really... There's a lot of really cool aspects of that map that I feel like don't get talked about. I feel like the way that you move around the map is really cool, like the cart that goes through the cave and then spits you out under the waterfall, or I feel like the wonder weapon is also cool, the shrink ray.
Yeah.
And then the different slide, there's like the water slide that you can go down. That's just a really creative map, I think is why I like it.
Those Black Ops 2 maps are all pretty creative, because even with the Call of the Dead, that was like the celebrities. That's Black Ops 1?
Mm-hmm. Black Ops 1 is Black Ops 1 is Kino, 5, Ascension, Call of the Dead. What's the third map? Shangri-La, duh. And then Moon.
Is it Moon?
Yeah.
Moon is Black Ops 1 too?
Yeah,
Damn.
Moon is Black Ops 1.
So then Black Ops 2 is obviously Transit, and then I know Mob of the Dead.
And then Die Rise.
The giant. That's not the giant one, right?
Buried.
That's just the one with the giant.
What do you mean?
Isn't that the one with the map with the robot, like the giant robot walking around?
Oh, that's Origins, yeah. That's the map Origins. Die Rise is the one that's the 2, like, almost hotel buildings that are leaning on each other that has that solidifier.
Isn't that one hard too?
Yeah, that one's hard too. I like that one. That's a cool map. And then Buried is on there, and then Origins is the last map from Black Ops 2. Which I know Origins is a lot of people's favorite, like, of all time.
That's the one that has pieces of a lot of the different maps?
No, that's Revelations.
Oh, I was shocked. I would think that would be the favorite, just because having pieces from all the other maps and shit.
You know, I think that's... The only reason why that's not surprising to me is you could even relate that to what I feel like is going to be the topic of Game of the Year this year, is the fact that something that's old and brought back, even if it's amazing, sometimes isn't going to be the favorite just because it's not original. Like, I think people really like Revelations, but since it's all pieces of older maps, like, it's always going to be described as the one that's pieces of other maps.
Yeah. And, I mean, the fun thing is getting a new map, new gun, new wonder weapon, figuring out the, the meta.
Like, the Easter egg is cool on that. It is a great map. There is a ton of stuff that is new and unique to that map. I think that the only things that hold that map back, I think, are how easy it is, and then I don't know, I guess it's a fantastic map, but I feel like because it's not fully original, it keeps it from being truly, like, great, or people's favorites.
Special. Yeah.
Because even I think about it as, like, that has really good shock factor for when you play it the first time, but again, maybe I'm also full of shit because that's not a map I played very often.
Yeah, a good map that had good shock factor was Ascension starting in black and white.
That was cool.
That was cool as fuck.
And then the monkeys that replace the dogs and steal your perks.
Mhm.
And isn't Ascension is the first map to give you the free perk power up, right? Because when you would survive a monkey round without anyone getting theirs stolen, they would drop a free perk for everyone.
You're right. Damn, that was Hopefully, maybe we can get 4 for that, because that's a good map, and I want to do that Easter egg.
Definitely. I think so. I think that would be good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, and I also love like the DLC packs, like buying the DLC packs. I don't know, something about it. Obviously, it's nostalgic glasses, but it just hit different back then.
I agree. I think something that makes maps the best or my favorite are sub bosses. Like the castle is really big for me because it has panzers in it, which I love, and I even think the Margwas and shit in like Shadows of Evil are super cool.
The motherfuckers are hard.
Or like Brutus in Blood or Mob of the Dead. I think Brutus is super cool too. I thought it was cool how they incorporated zombies into Blackout, because I'm thinking about how you could be Brutus in Blackout.
Oh yeah, they showed a lot of the zombies because you can pick all the characters and everything, and they had like the ultimate version
too. Like the whole map Brute was like by the graveyard area.
That's what I'm saying. I think that map with the like Warzone mechanics would be the ultimate war map. I still think that map is still more fun than any of the other ones. I love Varrock.
It's more fun. I agree.
But I think that Blackout as a map was super cool and unique.
Yeah, I think, and I also think that all the systems and stuff from Warzone are better than Blackout. Because they're forgiving, but not in a BS way. Like, the idea of a gulag is just great, because you can die from some BS, and you might be better than the person who killed you.
Then that Blackout, there's a certain level of anxiety when you play Blackout. You're like, oh fuck, at any moment, like this whole shit can just be ruined.
Dude, the amount of fear that would come on when you'd see somebody with that level 3 armor. You remember that bullshit? Because then they'd have a helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all wearing helmets, but they had a different kind of helmet.
Yeah, ours was just tight.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nah, getting some of those character unlocks was crazy. I'll never forget getting Reznov.
And then, it's also a super big flex when you have a map, because then if you see a certain character, you're like, oh fuck, this guy's like a fucking... He's cracked at this game. He has no life, he just plays...
It wasn't just like Blackout. You paid for the characters. Because that's what it is, I feel like in Warzone, it's just like, oh, this guy he opened the wallet.
Yeah, like Blackout was still made with the intentions of being a game, and not like a full-on live service, like monetary system. So it had the things where it's like, oh, you can just actually unlock the game like this by being good. And that's what I was telling you, we've mentioned on the show in the past too, where it's like, I like skins and collectibles and things like that, where it's like you earn it off of merit, not necessarily just buying it. But now it's like, well, it's easier. Well, more people will buy it instead of like earning the merit. And now there's nothing really like tied behind like merit and being good at a game.
I think there should be a gradient. I think that I'm fine with there being cosmetics and cool cosmetics that are paid, but I think that the best ones should be earned off merit. My problem is that a lot of times the best looking anything is paid. I'm okay with paid stuff, but I think the coolest shit should be like the stuff that you earn from playing on the highest difficulty or hitting max rank or doing some crazy shit like that, because that's why... Like, it makes me even think about going back and thinking about, like, COD 4 multiplayer. People wanted a prestige so they could have those cool icons, like the ones that moved and stuff.
And MW2 with, like, the nuke icon and shit like that. Like, all that shit mattered. And that definitely, like, again, like, that all just hit different than, like, oh, this guy just dropped fucking $40 on this, like, Homelander skin.
Did you see, what's it called? They showed the trailer for Mortal Kombat 1 for the Combat Pack, and our info was right on that leak. On every person.
Good shit.
Ermac, Quan Chi.
I saw you.
And
Peacemaker.
How I said I've seen the whole roster, and I won't say it because I don't want to spoil it for people. Every trailer that comes out, it's becoming more and more correct. There's a trailer that came out recently showing... They showed Tanya, Lee May, Darius as a cameo character, and Baraka, and I knew about all of them.
Widow's Wine. Is Widow's Wine good? That's the one where they touch you, they explode,
yeah,
right?
I think Widow's Wine is like essential.
Okay.
Spoil it. Angel is saying to spoil the MK list.
Spoil it.
Who
Punk.
else? Yeah, that's true. I guess I should. Havoc. Havoc is gonna be in it.
Havoc is like the acidy kind of guy, right?
No, that's Reptile.
Reptile.
Havoc
Havoc?
is...
That sounds familiar.
So Havoc is, I'm pretty sure, from the like PS2 era of Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
There are a lot of people from the
not the
PS2
good
era. So, actually, I'm trying to think who has been announced, who hasn't been announced. So Sector, Cyrax, they're both cameo fighters. Smoke, they've already announced. Tanya, they just announced. Lee May, they announced. Havoc is going to be in it. I think the Quan Chi is going to be DLC. Shinnok is not in it.
Is there anybody that you want in it that hasn't been announced?
That is going to be in it?
Yeah. Because I feel like they have.
To be honest, I'm blinking pretty hard here.
Smoke, right? They have Smoke.
They have Smoke. They showed Smoke. They showed Smoke. They've showed Rain. So right now they've showed who? They've shown Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Rain, Smoke, Ermac, Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Takeda, Peacemaker, right? Homelander, Omni-Man,
Quan Chi.
Shang-Chi
is a pre-order bonus.
Yeah, Shang Tsung is a pre-order bonus. Melina is in it. Katana is in it. I don't think Jade is in it. No Cabal, no Striker.
For obvious reasons, you can't have Striker in there anymore.
Yeah, you can't have Striker in there, that's true. Jax is a cameo fighter, but not a main fighter. Sonya is in the game, I think, as a... She's in it as a cameo fighter. Oh, here's another one too, Goro. Goro's a cameo fighter.
Okay.
But they did say that some fighters will be cameo only, and some fighters will be both cameo and regular. What I mean by cameo, if anyone doesn't know, is there's kind of like a almost Marvel vs. Capcom style of MK1 where you can like have an assist character like tag in and do different moves, and those are the cameo fighters. So when you pick when you go into a match, you'll pick two people. You'll pick the one you play as, and then you'll pick the cameo one who will do like assist moves with you.
And how did that change when you like played it? Did you does it feel like MK still, or does it feel like a proper evolution?
Yeah, I mean, I think it still feels like MK. I feel like it's a proper evolution. I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it. And then like there's air combos now, which is cool.
Which is crazy to think it didn't have that back in the days.
No.
The Dizzy.
But you can really carry people now too with those, like in juggle combos.
Mhm.
Alright, let me see if I could get some extra nonsense. This is gonna be a long ass one. We ain't gonna be dying at all.
Yeah.
This one's also so much easier to just chat through.
I may have to end the game.
Ah, hell no.
Because I have to be somewhere at 6.
What time is it? Bruh, it's 4:52. You got at least 3 hours.
Oh my god.
Come on. Just do the math.
That's not mathing.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. But obviously, you know, we're gonna last here as long as we can. That's usually my goal, is lasting as long as I can.
I'm gonna have to find that
list.
I'm gonna have to find that list, and I'm gonna have to have it on like I'll be able to. I need to be able to refer to it quickly.
You just save it in our Go for Bronze like files.
Oh yeah, in the SharePoint. That's true.
In the SharePoint.
Because I think it's good to have, and I really like that it's been accurate so far.
Yeah, we should also do that with the NVIDIA list.
Yeah, we should. That's true too, so we can just check them off as they've been coming out, because that's been fully accurate too.
That's been crazy accurate. Honestly. And maybe that's what's kind of like ruined like some of like the games. Oh.
I didn't have a panic gum, which
yeah,
I need to keep on me.
Panic gum. That's
You're
crazy.
good. You got that much in.
I do got the Death Machine.
What I really want to see from that list now is I really want to see Final Fantasy IX Remake get announced.
Yeah.
I think that's like
one
of the...
revive him?
Because you got that out. You'd have to put it away. There's one behind you.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Also, don't die for me. You're good.
Yeah, no, you're good. Fuck.
You good? This is not a hard map to get back to like getting all my stuff, especially since I have 12k.
I know, but I wish I just would have knew that that didn't work.
That what didn't work?
That I can't revive you with the Death Machine in my hand.
You could press triangle to put it away.
But then you lose it forever, right? Or you keep it?
No, you lose it.
You gotta use it so you don't lose it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess that's true too. It's a good point.
The Final Fantasy IX remake, I wonder. I mean, I don't know if it's because because it could just be like a regular, you know, remaster remake kind of thing, or it can be like a full-on like Final Fantasy VII like remake.
It'll be a remake, I think.
I wonder, because I haven't heard that much love about Final Fantasy VII. I know that or 9. I know people love 7. I know people love 10.
I think people like 9 obviously more than 10.
Really?
I think 10 is a little divisive.
It's a divisive.
I think. I mean, of course I could be wrong.
I feel like every Final Fantasy after 7 is divisive.
I think there are ones that are just not as hot as others, like how people enjoy them, but I think 10 is like there are people that straight up don't like it. Yeah. I think 8 and 9, it's just people like them both, but it's just different degrees of how much, and most of the time it's not as much as 7.
And it came after the hype of 7.
But you know, there's a lot of people that fight for 6 too and say 6 is the best.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Before, after 7 is what I'm saying. I feel like beforehand, like, yeah, everybody loves 6. And they, obviously 4 is another favorite, and then the original 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm interested to play the original and, like, you know, work through that, like, bundle.
Yeah, the original's been really good so far.
It's just that there's actually, like, a lot of games. It was kind of, like, I know we were like, oh, man, there's not a lot that's coming out. It's just that, I don't know if there's not a lot that's coming out. It's just that everything that comes out is, like, 50, 60 hours.
Yeah, everything's really long, but then that's been giving us enough time to where we're stuck on those, and then so many things have come out that it feels like there's a ton of stuff to play, which is good. I mean, I like it. What was I gonna say? I feel like this year has, like, picked up a lot, which is nice.
I think this year is pretty solid. I don't think it's, like, as great as everybody's been like, oh, this is one of the greatest years in gaming ever. It's like, I don't think it's that good yet. I haven't played a game yet that I feel like belongs in that category. Because I feel like for it to be one of the greatest gaming years, it also has to like have one of the greatest games come out. Which
I think people would argue Tears could be one of those. And Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I guess.
I think there's arguments that can be made.
I mean, Resident Evil 4, you know, one of the worst games ever created.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I shouldn't be forgetting that. Damn, alright, I'm getting stuck in areas I don't need to be in. This map is not hard, it's just you gotta be in like one of the right spots to be running around.
You can't be in the water.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you're out here bullshitting.
That's what I'm saying, I'm in areas I don't need to be in.
Yeah, that's the hardest area to survive in.
Yeah,
I was actually going back there because I think it has the KN.
I was just trying to get a
KN ammo. Oh shit.
I need to stay over here. I'm also getting these gums, like getting more perks and more guns and stuff when I need to be making those purchases at the end or beginning of the round, and then getting one of the like anywhere but here's or something like that. That way I can run around, and if I need to use them, I can use them.
That's what I have currently equipped, anywhere but here.
I need ammo.
Where's the box at?
The box is actually where you came from.
Oh fuck, yeah, it's like a terrible spot.
Yeah. Oh damn. Where the fuck is the KN on the wall here? I think maybe the medical tent then?
Ooh. I'm using the SCG from the wall.
See, I also can't wait till we get to. Does this game have like where you can multi-pack a gun, or is it only just one time?
Oh. No, this one does. I think this is where that starts. This is pack-a-punch once, and then your second pack-a-punch I think adds like dead wire or turned or one of those abilities, but you can only pack up. You can pack-a-punch once for power, and then the second time you get an effect, and then if you pack-a-punch after that, it just switches the effect, but it doesn't do anything else.
Okay.
That's how this one's pack-a-punch works, because every game after this has like a different way of working.
Because I remember in Cold War, you can just like pack-a-punch your gun into oblivion, right?
Man, it's annoying because you like kind of have to. And it's like really expensive. And the abilities is a separate purchase.
I kind of like that because then you can pick which abilities you specifically want. So I didn't hate that.
And you like level them up.
Mhm.
Being able to pick them was nice. I guess that's true.
They need to. I am interested to see if Modern Warfare 3 does have zombies. If it's not Outbreak. If it's Outbreak, then I'm not going to be interested.
I don't think it's going to be anything but Outbreak.
Ugh. So disappointing.
I think, yeah, that's true.
I wonder what the trailer Call of Duty is going to be. Are they going to continue the Black Ops thing or start a new
remember we talked about it on the show. I think it's going to be Black Ops Gulf War.
You're right.
So yeah, the next Treyarch game is there's an actor, and I'm just like reciting it for the stream. But if you want to hear the news in the official in our show, you can. But the thing with that was the actor who posted on social media about like mocap and stuff, saying that he's honored that they're using his likeness as the main character Ratcliffe in a Gulf War setting in a Black Ops game. And that'll be Call of Duty, 2024, right? Because this year's 23, so this year will be MW3 by Sledgehammer.
And we were told we were going to get MW2 support for 2 years.
Yeah, they lied.
That's crazy.
I still think it's insane that they haven't announced this year's Call of Duty.
The game officially, yeah.
Do you think that'll be announced at a Sony thing or an Xbox thing?
Well, I don't know if Sony would want to keep on promoting it. I think maybe the whole Activision Blizzard thing is what could be holding that up.
That's true too.
Possibly.
Maybe they've been waiting to announce it. Maybe they wanted to announce it at like Xbox's summer showcase.
Or maybe they wanted to announce it at PlayStation, and PlayStation's like, we're not fucking promoting a game that's not ours. Or it was never theirs, but you know what I mean. Like
since you're no longer going to be a marketing partner for us.
Yeah, which they do have the marketing deal until 2025, which is funny. But yeah, I mean,
and
it
there'd
could
be no
be
reason for them to back out of that. Like, that's only going to be beneficial for both of them.
Yeah, but it could be announced at the PlayStation Showcase we're supposed to be getting in the fall.
Yeah. Do you think that'll be late October? I think November, if anything, or maybe first week of December. First week of December is actually my final guess.
Final guess is the first week of December.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're gonna do November. Well, no, they're not gonna do first week of December because that's Keeley's thing, and I think PlayStation and Keeley have a somewhat good relationship. Yeah, so I don't think they're gonna. They would purposely fuck them over.
What is that? December 8th?
Usually, I don't know the exact date, but it's always early December.
Got it.
And then I think they would want to wait for Spider-Man 2 to come out to then talk about the future.
October. Correct?
October.
Yeah.
So maybe late October.
Maybe late October, early November. I feel like that's probably the safest bet.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone else will go again, or no? Right? Probably just Sony, because everyone else has showed what they got.
I mean, Microsoft basically showed their hand.
Yeah.
I don't think they have anything else to show. Maybe they just have like a good trailer at the Game Awards for a few of those titles with like release dates.
Like Fable and stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, because right now they just need to show gameplay trailers because they did like a lot of those like CG like announcement trailers.
One of these days I was thinking about for like personal YouTube or even for like, I mean, it would be interchangeable with that or the show. I was thinking it would be fun to do kind of those like video essays where you're like answering a question, and I feel like a good question to be answered would be, what's the best way to announce a game? I've been thinking about that, so I need to do some research and some notes, but I feel like it would be cool to cover some of the worst ways to announce a games, you know, and then like in the same breath, like what would be the best way, like timing wise. Do you want it at a big showcase? Do you want it at an individual one? So even in some of the small things, like just to get your opinion, I feel like a game getting announced is more hype at a big showcase.
Yes.
More so than just on its own.
I think the best way to announce it would be like, it has to be like a closing surprise.
Yeah.
Like the one more thing. You know when they used to come, well, they don't do this anymore, but at E3s they'd always be like, and we have one more thing. And you're like, what the fuck is it? And they're like, oh shit.
But, yeah, that's true. But I guess
that's one of the best ways. But I think also a short turnaround. Like Fallout 4 I think had a really great like announcement, and then I think it was released probably 4 months after it was announced.
Yeah, that was because when E3 was still summer, and then that got released in the fall, in November.
Yeah. Which is incredible. So I think that's good too, a short turnaround. I think one of the worst ways that a game could be announced was, I know it's your beloved series, but Shenmue 3 when it was announced with like the fucking Kickstarter.
Yeah, like, Kickstarter announcements are always bad, or early access.
Yeah, those are terrible.
That's always bad. Like, it doesn't help that Shenmue 3 was dog shit anyway.
But you loved it.
I loved Shenmue 1 and 2. I bought 3. I didn't play it though. Like, I played a little bit of it.
I thought you beat it.
No, 3 sucks.
But I thought you still beat it for the love of the game.
No. 1 and 2 I beat and platinumed. The third one I played for maybe an hour or 2 hours, and then I just kind of dropped it. I thought it was like significantly worse than the first two. It also feels like a different game.
I mean, yeah, when games take that long to have that sequel announced or released, I feel like that happens.
Yeah, so that wasn't too great.
Which I think is impressive of Dead Island 2. It does feel like Dead Island, even though it's released like literally 10 years afterwards.
It does. I'll get back to that at some point. How's your interest level in Callisto? The final chapter.
If it appears, I'll be interested, but I'm not like, I got so much other shit that I'd rather play.
That's true.
And the thing is, I haven't heard anything great about it. If it was like, oh man, like, we got fucked over on the ending, but it was worth it.
I actually haven't heard anything about it.
I haven't heard a damn thing about it. So I mean, that could be good or bad too, because I just don't think people were really cared about it.
Yeah, I don't think people cared about that game too much.
I think it had a lot of hype, and then it kind of fell below expectations, and then it was what it was. And then Dead Space Remake came out, and everybody was like, "Oh wow, this is actually really good."
I was glad I played Callisto, but I don't think it's a very good game. I think it's like an incredibly solid 7.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like a 7.
Yeah. But it is definitely not above that.
And I think a lot of that 7 is being carried by like the visuals.
Absolutely, and the weightiness of the combat.
The baton felt great, and I do love the baton, but it also took away like the horror element. That's like, as soon as you had like something, yeah, it's like I can just beat the shit out of anything.
Which also, I don't know if you saw this in the trailer for the expansion, but some big bullshit is that you get like a dope ass sledgehammer in the expansion.
I saw I saw a few weapons in the trailer, which I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, like half the arsenal, because I remember you complained about the arsenal being limited.
Yeah, the arsenal is extremely limited. That was not the full game. They cut it so that they could get it out before Dead Space. That is really honestly how I feel.
What the?
I feel like the extra weapons and obviously just the rest of that chapter would have been the close of the game, for real. Oh, here, I don't know what I'm doing wasting my time. Let me come get you.
You're good.
I forgot that I had this one.
Kick some freak meat ass. You can come if you want.
Which one you had?
The
Phoenix
Now You See Me, or Now You Don't See Me, or something like that, where they just run away from you.
Yeah, no, the Callisto definitely was It was very disappointing. That was a game that honestly I was thinking could possibly be like a game of the year contender.
When you played it, or just before then?
No, beforehand. Like it was like one of those games where you look at games and you're like, oh, that could possibly be like one of the best games this year.
I mean, I remember when that trailer came out originally for it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Not the first one, because remember the first trailer.
The first one was like a PUBG thing, right?
Well, that was when it was announced to be part of the PUBG universe. But even when it was first shown, they show you in the prison with the health on your neck, and I thought it was Dead Space. And then it wasn't. And then we learned that the guy who originally did Dead Space was doing that. But, well, it's a fun game. I also have good memories of it because I played it over holiday break. And I just played it, like, every day. Oh, but then I didn't get the fucking platinum. Because it was fucking bugged. And then I had to wait for them to patch it and fix that shit. And then I got the platinum. So fuck that game. You see how easy we are to forget?
Very easy to forget.
That's why they're out here just releasing broken ass games, because they know we're gonna forget.
But you eventually got the platinum, you know?
I did, yeah, that's true.
And it was a short game to beat. Like, if it was like a long ass game and then they did that shit, that would be really disappointing.
But that game was too short.
It was too short, but...
Because it was half a game. Well, probably 70% of it.
I don't know, half. Yeah,
I don't know about half, but I think...
It was like 7 hours.
I think that they definitely had... I mean, obviously the expansion, I think, is just what the regular ending of the game is, but also weapons and stuff. I think you're supposed to get more weapons, because even when I was playing it, I felt like there's no way that this is what they think the full arsenal is. Because what? You get a pistol, an assault rifle, and a shotgun, and that's it. And the assault rifle is presented to you like the big bad weapon. And it's like, this is a super standard-ass rifle.
Yeah, and I think that also limited in terms of enemy variety too, because like the more weapons you have is for like specific probably enemies to handle in the new expansion.
Yeah, that's true too.
And also totally underused the robots. They were so fucking cool.
They were sick. I think they just didn't find a way to, like, you couldn't have one of those robots be in a regular combat sequence because it would just annihilate you.
Yeah. It did have cool death scenes.
It did. When they worked. Because remember, sometimes when I would have death scenes, they would like, it would queue another death scene to play instead of respawning me, and then I'd be stuck watching death scenes.
Isn't that fun though?
Not really. Not when you die.
You have that clip on Twitter, right? Of your one fucked up death.
Yeah, that's on there.
Ooh.
I'm getting hungry. But you know what I had for dinner last night?
What?
Pizza Hut. This shit was good.
Damn, Pizza Hut? Bro, nobody likes Pizza Hut.
It's because I had the... You know, I didn't spend my own money on it. That was from an overtime dinner.
That was nice.
But, you know, I got like the dinner box.
A lot of people in my life don't fuck with it.
Pizza Hut's good. I mean, like, they're all bad. Like, all of those kind of, like, just fast pizza places are not good, but there are definitely ones that are better than others. Like, I think Domino's is, like, the worst.
Domino's is the worst, and then I think Pizza Hut, I think, is my favorite, and then it goes Papayón.
Yeah, Papayón. Papa Bigot is serviceable, too.
And then, really, it's Popeye. I mean, I feel like, who's worse, Little Caesars or Domino's?
I haven't had Little Caesars, so I can't say anything about it. I feel like I don't think I've ever had it.
You weren't committed to Call of Duty in the beginning.
Oh yeah, because they used to run promos and shit, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever had that. I do think a classic that I used to enjoy, but I shouldn't be proud of, is I did used to like Hungry Howie's and their flavored crust.
Jesus Christ. There's a Hungry Howie's here by me in Lakeland, and it's like where the homeless get fed.
Yeah, there's one by me too, but I don't think they're charitable like that.
No, it's not charitable. It's just like the cheapest meal they can afford.
That's true too.
But it's funny because there's it's like almost like they're buying drugs, because it's like a little like sleeve in the building, and they just like push the pizza out.
That's weird.
Yeah. They know what they're doing.
They know their audience.
They know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get off here soon.
When do you want to call it?
We can finish this round and then we can call it.
Right.
26.
Yeah, and that can just be for now. Could always return to it.
We could. I would like to do another run of this where I feel like we can get up to like we can get up to like 30, 40 easy on this.
I think so. Cause it wasn't even like this was. We're just doing a double feature, even though it was originally planned for a single feature event.
The Barbieheimer.
Yeah.
So yeah, wait, that was the beginning. That was like the first question you asked me at the beginning. So do you want to see those movies at all? Like, what's your take on it?
I'll see them later. I'm sure they'll be good. I know you want to see Oppenheimer because you can see Florence Pugh's titties in it.
I did not. I mean, wait, what's going on, bro? You crazy? Don't put that on me. I didn't know that was part of the movie. I didn't even know she was honestly in it.
Street.
That's Barbie.
No, I know. I know it's not the same person.
That's crazy, bro. Wolf of Wall Street is a great cinematic film.
Somebody was talking about, like, Barbie was in conversation. Somebody was talking about Margot Robbie, and this one guy in the conversation was saying, like, yeah, she's a great, like, actress. She was fantastic in Wolf of Wall Street. And in my head, I was like, dude, you can't really, like...
You can't say that.
You can't say that.
That's crazy.
You can't say that because it's like, she's been in way better stuff. And she's immaculate in, like, I, Tonya.
I don't know if she's been in better stuff. That's probably the best movie she's been in. Outside of her performance. Now, she has better performances, but that might be her better.
Well, I mean, I think
her best movie still.
I think Once Upon a Time is easily better than Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street is
I forget that she's in it, though, because she's like a very much a side character, but you're right.
But even in Wolf, I mean, she's not the fucking main character. She's not, dude. She's not. People who mention her in that movie are just
she steals a few
dogs.
scenes. She steals a few scenes.
But she's not the reason people like that movie. Well, she is, but not for the acting.
Nah. She does a great, also think, like, Brooklyn girl accent.
Wolf of Wall Street, I've never had interest in rewatching it. I don't know if I would say overrated, but just never really had interest in rewatching it. Like, I thought it was really good.
I think the culture around it ruined it.
I agree. The fans ruined
it. It was kind of like too bro-y. It was like
the
first.
Very bro-y, that's true.
It's like the first good movie that like bros saw, so they were like, "This is the fucking pinnacle of cinema." And it's like, this is a great movie, but like, there's other shit that's good too.
That's how I feel about like Instagram movie culture, where it's just like those channels that just post like Christopher Nolan shit and Scorsese shit, and then they're like, these are all the top 10 movies, or like 10 out of 10 movies, and you know that they just haven't seen enough to actually form like a solid list.
Yeah.
Like all those movies are great, but they show a lack of, I don't know what's the right word. Yeah, like variety.
Diversity.
Yeah, diversity is a good word for it. Just watching different eras, because a lot of times those movies too are always from like the 2010s, where it's like there are older movies that are significantly better, or even newer movies.
They don't even get into like 90s shit.
No, not really. I mean, they'll throw in which actually it might be early 2000s. Obviously, like they'll throw in American Psycho. Everyone will go, oh, American Psycho, which is a great movie also, but still like then a little too overblown as well.
I need ammo.
All right. Are you ready to call it, sir?
Yeah, we could call it. Wait, what if you hop out? Does this one... I'm gonna hop out too, but I want to see if this one is the one where you can keep playing if somebody else hops out.
Quit.
Oh yeah, I could keep going.
Oh shit, yeah, you can keep the stream. You
Hell
can keep it alive.
Damn, bro, you crazy. If I was gonna do that, I would start up a fresh one and be ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm already a little hungry. I'm already a little thirsty. I don't know how long we've been streaming. I've been talking.
An hour and 52. That's not bad.
That's what I'm saying, 2 hours. But did you already turn the stream off or not?
I'm about to turn the stream off.
Alright.
Thank y'all for watching, whoever's watching. I did have one viewer on my end. I know you had your boy Angel on your end.
Yeah, I think there were a couple people watching. But yeah, that was good stuff. Appreciate it. I'm just out here killing myself.